gotta Tava lifestyle, give life. You 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 gotta Tava lifestyle, give life. Big grind from the night to the AM. Big grind, new multi-millionaires in the making. Multi-millionaire, big boss now, but it all took some patience. Rockstar life spread wealth across the nation. Yeah, give one chance, you know what I do to it. Whole team getting money and I'm used to it. Beat the odds and I'm still going used to it. Changing lives every day, you can YouTube it. Hold up, it's on when it's short. You know I stay down, stuck around for the glow up. And you can ask anybody around, yeah, they know us. We can't stop now, cause the grind is never over. Hey, you gotta Tava lifestyle, give life. 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 The go Tava lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hater pipe down. Tava lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hater pipe down. Ayy, big grind from the night to the AM. Big grind, new multi-millionaires in the making. Big boss now, but it all took some patience. Rockstar life spread wealth across the nation.
All right, let's rock and roll. I hope I don't freeze up today because I heard the music jumping. I'm thinking, dang, did I freeze up or what? Like last time, it's not going to happen. Everything's going to be great. So y'all ready for this fantastic Saturday training? I'd like to welcome everybody to the Tava Lifestyle HQ training, man. We got some powerful stuff today. And I got my Tava gear on. See this here? And guess what I got? You can't. I might get you one. I might get you a pink one or a green one or whatever that match your logo. Look at that. See what I'm talking about? I got my gear on. See what I'm saying? I'll be representing because the company's just 2 years old. So we got to build it up to get the name out there. And every time they turn around, they see that iconic logo right there, and then see one of these right here. I might, whoever's coming on the 22nd, I might get a couple of these and give them away as a contest. Like maybe, I know y'all would like a pink one, wouldn't you? With the white logo and a red one, y'all know what you mean, and a green one like that. So, but I'm the only one with this right now. So haters gonna hate. All right, so we got a fantastic lineup today. We got Miss Nina Moore and also Double Diamond Executive Nina Moore and Executive 2, Miss Lisa Horsley. Nina's going to go over the power of two and also the binary qualified. And Lisa's coming with the she's coming with the baseball diamond today. So I got a few things I want to talk about too. So let's get it popping here. So the first thing is I want to talk about the event coming up. That's a nice picture right there. Let's talk about the event coming up. We got 50 seats left. I don't think it's 50 anymore in Atlanta. I think it's about 25 left. And price just went up. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Price just went up. I'm joking. The price is still the same, but you better get them right. We already had to go to a second room. And now we got to get a bigger room because there's so many people coming. So I think it's 20 tickets left. You need to go and get those tickets right now because on the next bunch, price might go up. I don't know, but you need to go and order them now. Before this Zoom is over with today, before this training over with today, it should be no tickets left. And I really don't believe it's about 20 tickets left, to be honest with you. And guess what? I'm not going to even say that part, but I'll say this. Everybody needs to have at least one guest, and the guests are free. So can you imagine if everybody bought one guest? They might have to put us at the hotel. They might have to put us out there because there's going to be so many people there. If everybody commit to just bringing one guest, one person, I'm going to tell you something. Just pick them up like we used to do old school. Go pick them up and bring them. Commit to us and say, look, I'm going to bring you to the event. You know, you need to hang out with me. Wear your mask. You know, bring your hand sanitizer and all that kind of stuff. And just come to the event. Make sure that you get a guest. And guests are free, right? The guests are free. It's only, the tickets are only for the representatives, the reps of the company. And you can buy those. Like I said, I can promise you by the end of the event, those should be gone. I mean, I'm asking you to let them just go and order your ticket. And then we got the Tava after dark because we had to, you know, we had to get another hotel. So we already got one hotel in place. So from 6 to 10, we're going to have a little gathering, a little food. Now that's $10. We're not just giving you, it's $10 for the after dark event. And I don't know, I think you can get it from the back office, but that's going to be real nice. We're going to have a DJ there. It's going to go from 6 to 10. So y'all can go home. You're too old to be hanging out all night anyway. Some of y'all probably going to go home anyway. You're going to go somewhere else. But from 6 to 10, Tava After Dark is going to be back at the Doubletree Hotel. Now, the Doubletree is the one we initially have. So if you stand in the Doubletree, stay there because the new hotel is only 2 minutes away. You turn right at the parking lot, you go 3 traffic lights, and you're there. So you can stay right there. See, the event, the After Dark event starts from 6 to 10, food, music, and all that kind of stuff. So and that's $10 for that. $10 for that. But yeah, bring your dancing shoes. Miss Jazz said, bring your dancing shoes. You know, for some of us, we do 2-step. You know what I'm saying? We just, you know. But look, get the tickets. Get the After Dark tickets. Go to your back office. Go find them wherever they are. I don't know exactly where they are, but go find them. They're out there and order them. All right. So now, why is everybody? I'm using my phone today. Why everybody want to text me right now? All right, let's go. Let's talk about. We're not talking about 2x2. Nina's gonna actually talk about that. We're gonna talk about first impressions. So let's go to first impressions, and I want to talk a little bit about that to you. Right there, first impressions. And look what it says. Assumptions that are made during the first impression. Look at the slide there. And I'm telling you how important that is. The assumptions that are made during the first 30 seconds. I know people don't believe this, but when you meet somebody within 30 seconds, this thing runs through your head like this. It's just running. And I know you probably say, I don't know how I do that. But by you looking at a person, you kind of judge whether they're trustworthy. You kind of look at their economic level. You look at their education level. You look at their social position. You look at their level of sophistication. You look at their economic heritage. I know you're saying, Tony, that can't be true. Look, they've done studies on this. Harvard has done studies of people for 2 or 3 or 4 years, studies with all kind of individuals, Black, white, Latinos, everybody they did a study with, and they came up with that in that first 30 seconds, your mind goes when you meet a person. You're thinking about all these things. Now, within a 4-minute period, let's go to the next slide. Within a 4-minute period, guess what happens? Those impressions lock in and they become lasting impressions in the first 4 minutes of a meeting. And I'm getting to a point here because we're all marketing representatives. We all are out here recruiting. We're talking to people. We want people to follow us. We want people to listen to us. So keep in that mind that first impression. Yeah, it's so, Tammy. It's so. And I'm going to talk to y'all about that in a second, why that's so important now. Well, you already heard why it's so important, but within the first 4 minutes, now it's locked in. 93% of people think about you from that first 4 minutes of talking to you, or first 4 minutes of being around you. So I want some of y'all to think about, yeah, I know, you know where I'm about to go with this. You know I'm about to go with this. Let's go to the next slide. 7% of your conversation that people hear is verbal, like me talking to you now. So, you know, you're supposed to speak the King's English, right? And I do my best of trying to do that. But as you see here for communications, it's not as important as your tone. Now, somebody did a mistake on the tone and the appearance, because whoever wrote the PowerPoint is not actually that. What happens is the tone of voice is actually 38%, and the appearance is actually 55%. Now, that's my fault, because I checked the PowerPoint and I didn't look at that, because the notes that I sent in showed different. It's 7% verbal, it's 38% tone, your tone of voice, and it's 55% appearance. So the words that you use is only 7%, because people are checking you out on everything else. They're checking out your tone, and your tone is how you believe in what you say. You know, if you really believe in the company, you really believe in your product, you can tell by the tone of your voice. Now, it doesn't have to be, you know, a tone meaning that you are screaming, or your tone is that it's a low tone. It's just that it's that tone, it's that feeling that people pick up, that this guy got confidence. This lady has confidence. She knows what she's saying. She knows, or he knows what they believe in what they're saying. It's that tone. You can pick it up. And I'm saying that should be on the slide 38%, but it's 7%. So we're going to change that. It's my fault, because I checked it out and I proved it, and I didn't read it like I should have, because that's not what I sent in. And the appearance is the most important, 55% of how you look. 55% is so important. So now I'm getting to a point. Let's go to the next slide. Had to build that point up. Now, Harvard study says this, that if they get the first impression of you, if it's negative, then it's going to take 8 subsequent positive encounters to change it. So if your first impression that you give somebody is negative, they would literally have positive for them to change that negative idea that they have of you. So first is so important. That's why I tell my wife all the time when she's getting ready to run to the store. So I said, where you going with that on? She's like, well, I'm just about to run down to Kroger. No, you just can't put anything on, because especially if you got something on that says Tava, or either something that says Elite Team, or something that says Tony Fleming on it, you're not running out this house and throw a hat on, because you learn to throw a hat on and run to the grocery store, because somebody's going to see you in there. And that's going to be their first impression. And I'm like, You're not about to go out the house like that. You know how some of y'all want to run out the house. I'm just running to the drugstore. I'm just running to the grocery store. As soon as you step in there, somebody gonna see you. And the first thing they gonna call me and say, Tony, I saw your wife at Kroger. No, you didn't. You ain't see my wife at Kroger. You did. No, that wasn't her. She ain't having on. Did she have on anything? Like she had. No, she out of town. That wasn't her. So I'm telling you, when you run out the house, in every place you go, people are looking at you. They are watching you. They're checking you out. And so 55% is how you look, your appearance, and 38% is your tone, not just the words. That's only 7%. So don't run out somewhere with your house shoes on, and you throw that, what's that thing y'all throw on your head, and you run into the store. I just got to grab some. I guess I got to grab something. Because I'm going to tell you this. Somebody's going to see you, and it's going to take 8 subsequent encounters to change it. And those 8 have to be positive. So I'm not saying you got to get suited up and dressed up, but you got to look decent, like they call it casual. It's a casual raggedy look now, I guess. Something like that, where you look decently raggedy or something. I don't know what they called it, but it's like you just can't throw anything on and run out the house, because somebody's gonna see you, and when they see you, they're gonna say, and they're gonna think negative of you, and it's gonna take 8 times. And like, what is that the company where, especially if you run out with some Tava gear on, and you got someone that says Tava. Look, let me tell you this, and I'm done, and I'm gonna bring on Nina. I was with a company before, this is about 10, 12 years ago. And I had been trying to get this guy to come to the event. He was Sharp Brother. And I finally got him to come to the event. And I still remember where we were. We were at Atlantic Station. We were walking across the street to go to the meeting. And here comes this guy in a car. Now, I'm not knocking the car because, you know, you got to make it however you make it. But that car had to be 25 years old. That car was so beat up, it had no hubcaps on it. And then it had on the back window the name of the company that I was in, and it said on the back window, "Ask me how to get rich." And the car looked like it was about to fall apart right there. And my partner said, "Oh, I see one of your partners there. Ain't that?" I said, "All right, man, I see you being funny now. I see you." But this car was like, like about to fall apart. It had the name of the company on the back window, and it said, "Ask me how to get rich." Don't y'all do that. Don't you do that. First impressions are so important. So don't just run out and just, you know, I understand sometimes you're in a hurry, sometimes you think you need to do some stuff, but don't do that, because once they see you, it's over with. And my partner would never let that go. When that car came by, I actually went to the company and told them, I was so mad. I said, "You need to check these cars before you let them put some on their car that has your company name on it." Because I was, I mean, I can't do that. But it just drove me crazy that this guy rolled by at that exact time, and that car was like, it was a bucket, man. You know, y'all call it a bucket. It was a bucket, straight bucket. It had the company name on the back window and asked me how to get rich. You? Ask you how to get rich? First impressions are so important, folks. All right. So let's make it happen here. I'm going to move on now. I want to introduce, you're going backwards there, isn't it? Okay. I want to introduce our double diamond executive, Miss Nina Moore. And she is the most excited individual I've ever been around in my life. When we went to Jamaica for the opening of the company, when y'all saw us on the screen, because I think we went live, the people that were in the room, I'm telling you, it had to be 150 degrees in there. I was dripping with sweat. And Nina came up on the stage so cool, and she was so excited, and she had the crowd going, and I just started moving too, and I mean, I'm dripping with sweat. You couldn't see that on the screen. I mean, on the HQ, because I think we went live on HQ or something like that. But man, it was 150 degrees in there. It was hot. And Nina came on and rocked the house. And so I'm gonna bring her on now. And you remember that, Nina?
I do. It was hot as bejesus.
Man, I had a fan. I was doing all this. So
they couldn't see that we were dripping wet.
I'm sweating. And you was like, "Come down front." I'm like, "No, I'm in the back here."
Yeah, you did not want to be close enough.
So I'm gonna turn it over to Nina, and then she's gonna bring it back to me, and then I'm gonna introduce our next speaker. So the floor is yours, man. I see you look up. I see you, but
come on, swaggy.
Okay,
we swaggy. All right. Well, I want to say thank you, Mr. Fleming. I am telling you, he is the general. And so if you all enjoyed Mr. Fleming this morning, y'all give up some flames in the chat. Y'all see, I feel better, right? I feel better, so much better, right? Since I laid whatever that was down. And so I am grateful. Thank you all for your prayers. Those of you who have been sending me messages like, "I hope you feel better," because you can see that my energy was a little bit low, but I really was man down for like 2 days. But thankfully, you guys, I doubled down on my valet. And I'm telling you, thank you, Tava, for that valet. Thank you, Mr. Lloyd. Thank you, Mrs. Lloyd. And thank you, Mr. Fleming, for for being the spearhead, I guess that's the right word, right? forefront person to collaborate our training. Last week we had phenomenal training with Ms. Jazzy. We had Tracy Walker and Mr. Fleming, and I don't think I missed anybody. I think I got it right. And this week you got us, right? You got me. And so I'm gonna hurry up and take my time. No, I'm gonna get out the way. And I really want to, before we go to the slides, you guys, I really want to just help you understand the binary and the power of two. Now, I want you all to know, and hello everybody, I see your flames, I see your flames. Binaries are a very, very intricate comp plan, but it's very, very gracious, right? If you take advantage of what we have. It's a very, very gracious compensation plan that could be very, very lucrative if you take advantage of what we have. Now, in a lot of compensation plans, ladies and gentlemen, you'll have to build anywhere from 3 to 12 legs of business. 3 to 12 legs of business. I want y'all to write that down and put it in the chat. Most compensation plans, you will have to build anywhere from 3 to 12 legs of business. And even in the plans that are like 12 legs of business, you may have to maybe make sure that 4 of those legs are strong, right? 4 or so. But in a lot of plans, it is way more, Angela Dukes, than 2 legs of business. I want you to know binary simply means 2. And I think sometimes we're very afraid of it. But I am telling you, and I will say this, we all, we do the math. Data doesn't lie. As Ms. Walker said last week, data does not lie. We have to understand that numbers don't lie. And the average person is only going to recruit 1.5 people. That is the average through network marketing. Like, that is not a Nina thing. That's not a Mr. Fleming thing. That's not a Lisa Horsley thing. That is if you understand the numbers. And look, Mr. Fleming, look, I even got this on today, right? Well, I never take this off. But the numbers don't lie, that the average person is only going to sponsor 1 to 5 people. It is not because Keisha Treywick that they don't know more than 2 people. Jason Jones, Shanita Schamberger, they know these people, but most people are afraid to go talk to 2 people, which is why when you hear what Miss Horsley is going to teach you after I'm done, you guys, going into action is so important. So make a promise to yourself today that after this training, not only are you going to take notes, not only are you going to listen to what we're saying, but you're going to take action. It is January, you guys. And if it's going to be, I want us to all write this out in the chat. If it's going to be, it's up to me. Now, because I want to explain some things about the power of 2 and the binary, right, as I'm talking before we go to those, because if I show you the chart, you're going to be like, what is that? Here's what we got to understand. I'm going to explain some things. We're only building 2 legs of business, and I love a quote by Khalil Gibran, right? The obvious is that which is never seen until someone expresses it simply. So we're going to simply express the power of 2, right? So that it can be obvious to you that there is income that you can make if you take action. All that we're teaching you will not matter if we don't tell ourselves to take action and to make ourselves move. We're building 2 legs of business. Most businesses, I told you have to build 3 to 12, but the binary at some point, right? There's 2 legs of business. One of them I like to call a community leg, and we're going to see that, drawn out in our chart, right? A community leg, and then one of them I like to call the profit leg, pay leg, community or profit. What is the community leg? The community leg is the leg of business that you may or may not see what we like to call spillover, which means there are people that may be coming down one side of your business. Listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. That is not something that has to happen. If it happens, it is a gift, and you should treat it as such. Meaning, if you've got a leg that's been doing something and you haven't had to do anything to develop that volume that's driving up of one side of your leg, and you can see these legs of business or this structure in your back office in the genealogy tree mode, all right? If you see names coming down that you had nothing to do with, that is a gift. It is not a requirement. Not in every position will you see spillover, or you may not even see it right away. Write down, it is a gift and you should treat it as such. But here's the deal. Even if it's a gift, if someone gave you a gift of a plant like this, you don't just get the plant and then not nurture the plant and not take care of the plant. So even if you're getting a gift of spillover, it is still our responsibility to make sure that we go and tend to that side as well. Any gift, any community leg left unattended is going to eventually die. If I do not water this money tree, her name is Millionaire. This tree's name is Millionaire. If I do not water this money tree, guess what? She will die. She will die. All right, so don't ignore. Everybody write this in the chat. I cannot ignore my community leg. And you're going to say, well, why I got to pay attention to that? And I don't need no volume over there. That leg is stronger than my pay. I'm getting paid over there. Eventually, if you're considering ranking up and going further into the business, guess what? Then at some point, you're going to have to take, and why would you wait until you want to go diamond to start thinking about that leg over there? And it is only a community leg if everyone's building in it. If you're not assisting in the community leg, that's selfish. And there's no way that it's community if you're not lending your portion to the community leg. All right? Do not ignore the community. I know Tony Fleming is probably in the back like, yeah, Nina, yeah, because we preach this till kingdom come. All right, now, let's talk about this power of two. The power of two is a compounding effect, you guys. And I don't know if we want to put the binary part up yet or the binary of two chart, because I'm going to show you guys that you can make some big money. Here's what the system is in Tava. You teach two people, right? It's you plus two. Everybody, it's the you plus two movement. Do y'all see this compass to success? Where did I find this? In TavaUniversity.com. In TavaUniversity.com. All right. These they're available resources in TavaUniversity.com. You go to resources. As a matter of fact, go there and play around back there. It's not going to break. Go and look and see all of the information that is there for you. All right. So when you see this compass to success, this is your roadmap to your fortune, whatever the fortune may be. Maybe you want $500 a month. Maybe you want $500 a week. And if you want that kind of income, you gotta know what you want. If you aim for a goal of nothing, Kendra, Shanita, you will hit it every single time. If you aim for a goal, I don't know what this is on my desk, right? If you aim for a goal of nothing, you will hit it every single time. All right. So know what you want. If you're saying, I want to earn $250 a week, well, then you know that you need to be like director every week, unless you're going to retail that. But if you're looking to earn it residually, everybody, you got to know the difference. And please don't get off of here like she bashing this. And I know I'm not. Because it takes all of it to make up this binary, okay? I love them all. I'm not leaving no money on the table. I just retailed some bottles of LA right here on this training while Mr. Fleming was talking, all right? So here's the deal. But you got to know what you want. Do you want to see it growing in your residual? Here's why Tava provides us with the quick start bonus, you guys. The quick start and the retail are ways for you to earn income while your residual is building. The residual doesn't show up overnight, especially if we're not doing the work to make the residual side grow, which is your profit leg. How do you know which one of these legs is going to be a profit leg? You don't know. You don't know, because what could start off as a community leg could absolutely flip for you. If you don't lend anything to the community leg, at some point, it may flip for you. So if there's no volume going in on the profit leg, because one of these legs is going to be your profit leg or your pay leg. One of these legs will be your community leg. Some of you may be kind of building both of them right now. Don't feel down and out about that. If you continue to do the steps over and over and over again consistently, with the power of the compounding effect of 2 people getting on 3 products, I want y'all to write that down. 2 people getting on 3 products. And I will walk you through how I teach people. Tony, you just text me if I'm taking too long, all right? I'm going to walk you through how I teach people to get in the system, because I have conversations. So like for instance, there's a young lady, I'm not going to say her name, but she's been my customer for quite a while. All right. She's been my customer for quite a while. She buys lots of products, but she fell in love with the valet. After purchasing valet from me several times, I will say to her, hey, have you shared this with anyone else? She said, oh my God, everybody. I've shared it with everybody. All right. Then I'll say to her, well, have you thought about, I could show you how to get our products at the wholesale price. I'm not saying that you've got to work the business. See, people get a little bit afraid when you say those words. Get on my opportunity webinar. You need to work your business. Why aren't you working? Maybe someone just wants to get the products and they want to get them at a discounted price, and or perhaps they want to get them almost free. I can teach you how to get your products wholesale and possibly free, because what I can do is we can enroll you as a customer rep, right? Because you really want the wholesale pricing. You're not particularly interested in building a business, so to speak, but you would like the wholesale pricing and you would like the perks of being a rep. So every now and then I will post that there's a go-go deal. Go-go deal. There's a go-go deal. You're welcome, Walker's Freedom. There's a go-go deal. And then my customers, Miss Lindsay, Pamela Lindsay, they will say, how do I get that go-go deal? And I'll say, oh, I'm sorry. I really didn't intend to post that on my public page. That was for my teammates. That was for my business partners, because there are benefits to being a rep. And these are some of the benefits that we get, these go-go deals, right? Not BOGO deals, but go-go deals. Those are the benefits of being a rep. Now, if you would like to be on the rep side for the benefits of the go-go deal, you can enroll. And I suggest that you utilize 3 products. And then you start there. If they don't want to put 3 on SmartShip, then you'll say, okay, well, what about your tea and your valet? What about your valet and your flare, so that you can have your bionic tonic every single day? And you get them enrolled, and then set them up monthly on the products that they want to utilize, so that you can see the power of 2 duplicating. Because then you'll say to her, now listen, remember those people that you shared the tea with? Remember those people that you told about the valet? What if you know 2 people that would love to utilize the vitamin as well, would love to utilize the tea as well? Yes, my mom, oh my God, my daughter, they were over here taking all of my tea. Well, then let me show you how to enroll your mom and daughter so that you're qualified. Technically, you'll be qualified for the business. And then if anyone else at that point wants to order product from you, guess what? I can either show you how to send them to your link, and or you can collect orders and we can place them under your mom or your daughter, so that you can get paid off of those orders to now drive your binary and your residual income. Is this making sense? If it's not making sense, say it's not making sense. But if it's making sense, let me know it makes sense. So now you're teaching 2 people to utilize 3 products, right? Because that is the company culture that we're building. Business Builders 120 volume. 120 volume. Look at the power of 2 wealth builder numbers when you teach 2 people to get 2 people. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Listen to this. I want you all to know this could be in months or this could be in weeks. It just what determines these numbers is whether or not you want to go fast or whether you want to go slow. But here's the deal. You got to know that you got to move. That's what you got to do. You got to share and not be afraid of the no's. Right, Tequila? Don't be afraid of the no's. So phase 1 could be month 1 or week 1. Phase 2 could be month 1 to month 2 or week 2. And I know you're saying, wait a minute, $12. Who's interested in earning $12? Who's interested in earning $36? Who's interested in earning $72? Well, nobody is. But guess what? Earning $72 residually every single week, do the math, times 4, right? Here's what I want you to see, that what's going to happen, Timmy Durden, is that look at what happens when the numbers start compounding after week 6, 7, and 8, or month 6, 7, and 8, if you're afraid to move a little faster. Money does like speed. However, we're not running a marathon, right? We're not having it. What's the end? There is no end. Let's build a solid, significant business by teaching people that they need to be on SmartShip. Because once the compounding effect starts to open up, this is off of 3 products, y'all. 3 products. Do you understand that you can get to $50,000 residually, $50,000 a week or $50,000 a month? That's depending on what your faith will decree and declare. Just teaching 2 people to utilize 3 products. So that's you plus 2 movement. And you then teach those. So here's where what happens. When those 2 people come in, all you were concerned with was getting binary qualified. And you forgot now that these 2 people need to get their 2 people and share that they can find 2 people, and you help them. How do you help them do that? Ask them questions like, did you share your tea with anyone? Do you know anybody that needs to lose 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 15 pounds? Do you know anyone that may need to earn some additional income? Do you know someone that may like to get their products for free or discounted just like you? Who do you know? Let me show you how to write down some people. Then let me give you the verbiage as to how you can invite them to a webinar so that we can drive down this power of 2 duplication, you guys. Remember, we're building 2 legs, and it is a gift. Think about it. You go diamond. Look at the numbers. And it's $18,432, right? So look at that. $18,432 per week or per month. Could you use an additional I'm not telling you to quit your job, but could you use an additional $18,000 a week or a month? Could you use an additional $6,912 a week or a month? So now let's look at, what does it even mean to be binary qualified? Because guess what? The reality of it is that some of you may not know, and we're here to help you understand what it means to become binary qualified. Introducing 2 people to the business, 1 that you personally sponsor. Remember, the people that are falling down in that, what we like to call spillover or community leg or legs, because it could be happening for you on both sides, depending on who came in above you or beneath you, right? Just because those people are there does not mean that you are qualified. It doesn't mean that you're BQ, binary qualified, or that you've gotten to the barbecue. I like to say you've gotten to the barbecue because at the barbecue, everybody eats. The longer that you take to not become binary qualified, that's like going to the mall, putting your wallet on the table, on the counter, and leaving it there. You're leaving money on the table. You're leaving money on the table. Now listen to this. So becoming binary qualified means that you've introduced 2 people to the business that signed up with you. You've personally sponsored them, 1 on your right, 1 on your left, and you yourself must be an active distributor to begin to get paid in this residual stream of income. This is how you start earning your passive income. Okay, you guys, let's go. Now, understanding the 2 legs. I've said that 1 leg will become a community leg, a leg being built by you and your sponsor. We can go back. It went too fast. I know, it's okay. By you and your sponsor and other people, while the other leg is your profit leg of business. Y'all ought to screenshot this. I'm trying to break this down in the simplest terms so that, what does it mean for you to be an active distributor? That means that you yourself are running your SmartShip. And I mean, 120 volume. If you cannot, we 100% understand, but ask your sponsor to help you pre-sell your products so that you can afford your Sparkship, because the 120 Builders Club does have some benefits. All right, so we're going to go keep going, and I'm almost done. I believe this is my last one. So how do we maximize the plan, right? Maximizing the plan, because the binary is a very lucrative stream of income, and it doesn't even max out until you're earning $50,000 a week in that one stream of income. At Triple and Crown is where that will happen. I am telling you, she said, I screenshot it already. I am telling you that these numbers don't lie, ladies and gentlemen. Men might lie, women might lie, right? And I'm not saying, I'm just, but the numbers don't lie. That Jackie Jones on our team took and multiplied those numbers for us to show us what can happen if we keep driving the power of two. So no, you don't have to be a huge builder. No, but you know two people. Let me show you, you do. Show me your phone. Don't be afraid. Let's walk through this together. Let's do this together. All right. And I think I might have one more slide. Right now, you will earn 10 to 25% in your profit leg. But if someone enrolls with the $1,200 package, they will come in the door. They will get started earning 20% in this stream of income for their first 60 days of business. But you got to understand, diamonds get paid 20%. So if you start off earning 20%, if you know that you're going to be focused on building a business, then guess what? Then you need to be concerned with coming in at the $1,200 pack. That is the major benefit of starting at the $1,200 pack. Don't be afraid to introduce this pack to people, especially business builders. Business builders will understand. That's why it's called a builder's pack. If there was a $2,000 pack, I would have came in at that pack. If there was a $2,500 pack, I would have came in at that pack. All right, so my time is up. I want to make sure we give Mr. Horsley enough time to go over the baseball diamond. I love you guys, and I pray that this is good for Mr. Fleming. Back to you.
All right, thank you, man. That's look, Torian. I want y'all. Torian is the new guy with the company. Mr. Lord hired him to do some social media stuff and all that. And I'm gonna give y'all his number. So I want y'all. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. But he promised that these videos, hold on, my thing straight here. Okay. He promised that these videos will be up on YouTube. They're going to be on Instagram. He's going to turn it into a podcast. So you ain't have to snapshot that. You should be able to go back on these videos and watch it 10 times, because repetition is key. So when you go back and see this video that's going to be posted on Instagram, that's going to be posted on YouTube, that's going to be posted on Facebook, that's going to be turned into a podcast, that's going to be everywhere. I'm just repeating what Torian said. And yeah, here's his number. No, I'm not going to give it to you. But we're going to have these videos everywhere so you can go back and watch them again and again. Repetition is key. Take notes. That's how you get it in you. You got to keep hearing it. That's how you learn. You got to keep hearing it. All right, so I'm going to bring on this young lady here, and I'm going to tell you a story right quick, because I always got some stories to tell about this lady, about just period, before we bring her on here. So I can remember it was the Houston Astros and the Atlanta Braves playing in the World Series. The Braves were up 3-2. 3-2, and they got lucky and won in Atlanta. And I heard over at Mr. Lloyd's house, they was all jumping up and down, and everybody was excited about the Astros. And so the Braves had to go back to Houston. And I remember JD went out and bought all these expensive tickets. He took TK because he had to buy. World Series tickets cost a lot of money. So JD went and bought all this, stuff, and they sitting up in the good seats because they just knew Houston was gonna win. And I remember Jorge Soler. Y'all don't remember that name. Jorge Soler. He knocked the grand slam out the park. He knocked that ball over to Louisiana somewhere. The game was over and the ball was still in the air. He knocked it over to Louisiana somewhere, one of those areas that's close to Houston. He knocked it way over there. And JD was looking sad. TK was still smiling because she don't know nothing about baseball either. And I got a phone call from Lisa Horsley. And I'm running around the room excited. And she says, "What you doing?" I thought she was calling about the game. I said, "Well, I'm watching the game." She said, "What game?" She said, "The Falcon play?" I said, "No, baseball, World Series, Atlanta Braves in the World Series." She said, "Oh." And I just hung the phone up. I just hung the phone up on her. I'm like, so what I'm about to tell you, she's about to train y'all on the baseball diamond and don't know nothing about baseball, but she know about this baseball diamond. So that tells you that you can do this. Anybody can do it. Anybody can do it because she knows the baseball training diamond. She don't know nothing about baseball though, but she does know the baseball training diamond on how to bring people into business and what to do when you go around those bases. But I still remember that Houston event. And I still remember JD's face looking all sad. And I think it got quiet over at the Lord's house. And I was just running around the room because, you know, the grand slam in the World Series, I mean, he knocked that thing. It was, I mean, the game was over. The ball was still in the air. It was gone. And she called talking about, "What you doing?" I hung up on her. So, but she knows about the baseball training. She knows about the baseball diamond, and she's going to show y'all how to recruit people. She's executive 2 in the business. She's my partner in crime. We've been working together for years. So I'm going to turn the microphone over to Miss Lisa Adams Horsley.
Hey, everybody. Listen, that is a true story. He just hung up on me. I'm like, well, what did I say? But I got it. It was a big game. You know, I got it. But guys, listen, Happy New Year. Happy True Year. I'm excited to be here. Thank you, Mr. Fleming, for giving me this opportunity. I appreciate it so very much. I'm getting ready to tag team with Nina. She did the 2x2. Now, here's the deal. When you bring people in, what are you going to do with them? So before I even get into the training, let's just have a talk about what this really is. So listen, I know you guys have always said, we don't sell, we share. We don't sell. I'm going to debunk that myth. We do sell. And I want you to be proud that you sell, because here's why. Sales is a transfer of belief. And that's what we do every single day in direct sales or multi-level marketing or whatever term you use. Sales is a transfer of belief, Miss Felton. And it takes a series of posts, of lives, of reels to make a person make a decision. I want you guys to type in the chat, stop it. I want you guys to stop thinking that your one post, your one reel, your one live will allow a person to make a decision. It's just not true. It's just not going to happen. Sales is a transfer of belief, and it takes a series of exposures to help a person make a decision. That's why the baseball diamond is so important. See, I know why you guys don't like to say we sell, because it's an icky feeling. But see, the baseball diamond will take all of that away, because what you're doing is you're literally dropping breadcrumbs from first base to second base to third base, because you are helping a person make a decision. It's just like in the movies. When we're watching television, they give you a movie, a 20-second movie reel to whet your appetite. And that's what we do with the baseball diamond. It's just a process. Sales is a transfer of belief. And anytime that you stay in multi-level marketing, you're going to be selling. I'm selling right now. What I'm doing right now is I'm shifting your belief to help you understand why the baseball diamond is important, why we all should be using the baseball diamond when it comes to prospecting and recruiting. See, you're going to always be, listen, life is about sales. Your children are selling to you. You are selling back to them when you want them to clean their room, do their homework. Everything is about sales. Sales is a transfer of belief. That is the only way that you're able to get your point across, because you got to sell it. When you go to a job interview, you are selling yourself. The interview is just a piece of paper, but you are selling yourself. If you have a team, you are always transferring the belief to your team that what? They made the right decision. Tava's corporate staff, they are every day, they are in the business of transferring the belief. That's why you have these trainings every single Saturday, because they want to transfer the belief that you need certain skills, you need certain knowledge, you need a skill set in order to grow your team. Everything is about sales. Everything. So I want you to embrace that. Everything is about sales. And it takes a series, meaning more than one. It takes a series of exposures for a person to make a proper decision. I want us to stop thinking that we can just do one post or one phone call and expect a person to make a $500 to a $1,200 decision. It doesn't work that way. It takes a series. You know what? That's why, do you guys remember Saturday morning cartoons? Right? You watching Saturday morning cartoons, you see the same commercial after every single cartoon. It's usually a cereal. It's usually some type of toy. They do that to kids because they know the more they keep seeing that cereal, Captain Crunch, the more they keep seeing that Baby Alive doll, what's the kid gonna do? They're gonna go bug mama. I want some Captain Crunch cereal. Sales is a transfer of belief. And it takes a series of exposures to get your point across. So stop thinking that one reel, that one post, that one live, that's the post that everybody is supposed to join your. No, we got to keep posting. We got to keep doing reels. We got to keep doing lives. It takes a series, you guys, of exposures to get your point across. That is why when you go to the car dealership, what happens? They come and greet you. They lift up the hood. They put you in the car. They crank the car. They're showing you the trunk. They're showing you all the bells and whistles. They allow you to test drive it. What is that? Those are different exposures to allow you to make a decision for that car. Got it? Good. So come on, let's go. Let's get started with the training. Hey, that's me. So listen, let's start at home base, right? We're going to start at home base. Those are my girls over there to the right. Guys, listen, home base is nothing but your list. It's nothing but your list. This is a numbers game. In order to use Miss Morris' training, the 2x2, you gotta have a list. You gotta have a list of people. No, you can go back. You gotta have a list, because we're still on home base. You gotta have a list of people that you can start to pick from. Now, how do you choose your list? See, people think that I only want quality people on the list. Yeah, you do want quality people, but really it's about quantity. And let me tell you why. See, we look at doctors, lawyers, pastors, Indian chiefs as, oh, they're a quality person, right? They're quality in their respective field. But a quality person in MLM, in direct sales, is a person who has a burning desire, who is trainable, and who is coachable. That's a quality person. A quality person is the person who they will become while they're on the arc. Forget the master's degrees. Forget the doctoral degrees. That means nothing over here. That is why I coined the phrase, you got to grow a new brain. See, we're still on home base, because let me tell you something, you guys. The success of the baseball diamond, it starts from home base to first. And I'll get to that. But guys, it's all about your list. And I'm going to go old school on you. Use the memory jogger. Today, tomorrow, whenever you start your week, I want you, Shanita, to take 30 minutes and think about, who do I know in Atlanta that I can bring to the event on the 22nd? Who do I know that wears blue? Who do I know that's a nurse? Who do I know that's a jelly maker? See, that's the memory jogger. And once you do that, it's an activity. I promise you, names will start to come. And you put those names on that list. We're still on home base. We are still on home base. The success of this baseball exposure process begins from home base to first base. Because here's the rub. Mr. Fleming said, I don't know much about baseball. And he's right. But this is what I do know, because I researched it. We all want a home run. We all want a grand slam melody. We all do. But the first priority that the baseball player wants to do, his first priority is to get to first base. That's all he wants to do. And that's all I want you to do. The first priority is to get somebody to first base. Okay? Now, let's move on to first base. So here we are. The goal of first base is to pique interest. Now, I got a separate talk for samples. Let me go ahead and talk about samples real quick. When we pique interest, we use third-party tools. What are third-party tools? Third-party tools are samples. They are short videos. They are websites. They are webinar, anything short. Because remember, all we're doing is dropping breadcrumbs. This is what I want you to write in the chat. Tony Fleming, Nina Mora, TK Walker is not a third-party tool. A third-party tool is not a person. See, y'all want a straight base. Y'all want to take somebody from first to third and expect Tony Fleming to close them out. That's not fair. It's not fair to the person that you are piquing the interest of, and it's not fair to Mr. Fleming, because you haven't given them enough information. We're not playing straight basing. We're taking people all around this baseball diamond. And see, here's the other thing. See, y'all think the baseball diamond should take a week. No. The baseball diamond is just a process. That's all it is. It forces you to use the system. That's all it is. So let's talk about samples real quick, okay? Because sample is a different kind of tool. And this is what I mean by that. See, samples will take longer than a short video or a pre-recorded call or a website. So we're going to treat samples a little different. This is what I want you to do today. Go to your Facebook page. We all have enough friends that every day you should see somebody's birthday. What I want you to do is, if it's Alicia's birthday, I want you to say, happy birthday, Alicia. Now this is when you got to have, this is for the big boys, because this is when you got to have product. I want you to say, happy birthday, Tammy Durden. I see today is your birthday, and I would love to celebrate you by sending you a free sample. All I need is your address. That's all you say. 99.9% you will get a response, because everybody loves free 99. When they send you their address, you say, if I send this sample off on Monday, can I follow up with you by Thursday or Friday? I mean, I don't know what city and state you live in and how your mail system works, but use discernment. If I send you this sample on Monday, can I follow up with you on Thursday or Friday? Let me tell you the theory why I want you to say it just like that. Because it takes away you chasing them, and you're automatically following up with them. See, one thing that people do not do is follow up. And fortune is in the follow-up. And the reason why you don't follow up, because you're just afraid to, because you don't want to come off salesy. You don't want to come off pushy. You don't want to come off. So I'm giving you a technique where you don't have to come off that way, Jamila. All you say, if I send this sample off on Monday, can I follow up with you on Thursday? And I guarantee you they're going to say yes. That's how you handle the sample. Now, the other third-party tools are, like I said, a short video, a pre-recorded call, a website. You look at your Facebook. See, this business, you guys, is about relationships. And what I'm going to teach you today is to be relational. Because listen, I just want to be your friend. Whether I'm a new friend or old friend, I just want to be your friend. So listen, 8-minute video, 10-minute video, nothing longer than a 10-minute video. Go to your list, whether your list is pulled from Facebook, whether it's pulled from your phone, whether it's pulled from Instagram, whether it's pulled from LinkedIn, go to your list. Lisa, I would love to catch up with you. If I send you this 10-minute video, will you watch it today? Now, Lisa may come back and say, I can't watch it today, but I can watch it tomorrow. Fantastic. Can I call you before lunch or after lunch? Before dinner or after dinner? You always give them only 2 options. When whatever you are sending, whatever third-party tool, Tequila, that you're sending on first base, you're going to do a couple of things. You're going to say, if I send you this website, if I, Shanita, send you this video, if I send you this pre-recorded call, can we talk about it after lunch? Can we talk about it after dinner? I try to only give people 24 hours. Again, the baseball diamond, you guys, is not about a long process. You heard Ms. Morris say, speed is your friend. We're trying to get these people around the baseball diamond as quickly as possible. If I send you this video, will you watch it in the next hour? They may come back and say, like I said, can't watch it the next hour, but I can watch it later tonight. Okay, perfect. Can I call you at 8 o'clock? Always give two. Can I call you around 8 o'clock or after 10? Okay? Always schedule the follow-up on first base. Scheduling the follow-up will allow you not to sound salesy. It will allow you not to chase people, because she said, you can call me at 8 o'clock. So there's no chase. Now, this is what you do at 7:45, because now we're moving to second base. If the call is scheduled at 8 o'clock, at 7:45 or so, I am sending a text message. And let me tell you why I do that. Let me tell you where I got that from. My doctor. If you notice now, when you make doctor's appointments, what are they doing? They're sending you a reminder text message, and you have to respond if you're going to be there or not. So guess what? I do my prospects the same way, because they're used to that. They're used to that now. If our scheduled time is at 8 o'clock, 7:45 or so, I'm sending you a text message. Hey, Tammy, just making sure we are still on for 8 o'clock. Tammy responds, yes, we are. Then I send the video. Then I send the pre-recorded call. Let me tell you why I do that. Because things get lost, so they say. They didn't receive it. It went into their spam. It went into their junk. So no. And then see, I treat my videos, I treat my things that I send out like money, like gold. So I'm not willy-nilly around with you, Lula. I am going to send it closer to the time that you said you were going to be available. That way, I'm not chasing you. You send the video at 8 o'clock. She watches it. Now, this is where you give, you guys, your brief 60-second story. You are not doing a presentation. You are not acting like Dr. Bramwell and breaking down the products. You are not going over the compensation plan. All you're doing is giving your 60-second story on second base. Here's what happens. 8 o'clock, you send the video or whatever you send, right? Shelly, here's what happens. I call back, and here's what you say. Verbatim. What did you like best? And whatever they say, you say, me too. If they say they like the comp plan melody, you say, girl, me too. If they say they like, oh, wow, y'all got a detox tea? Girl, me too. You know what? You know why you're doing that? See, it's theory behind everything that I teach. It's called rapport. It's showing them that you have something in common. What did you like best? What stood out to you? There's another thing you can use. What stood out to you? What did you like best? Girl, me too. I like the 5 ways we get paid too. That's what got my attention. And then you go into your 60-second story. You see, Jackie, I like the 5 ways we got paid too. And here's why. See, I've been an educator for 20 years. But I wanted more. Although education has served me well and I do great financially, but I wanted more. I wanted to travel the world financially. And the most important thing I wanted to do was when my son got to the age where he can go to college, I wanted him to pick whatever HBCU he wanted to go to. And I wanted to send them there with no financial aid. That's my 60-second story. I'm not going over the comp plan. I'm not talking about no products. That's my 60-second story. You have to be brief. That is all on second base. Let me make sure you guys got this. On second base, when you call them back, the first thing you say, what did you like best? And let me tell you why I like that better than saying on a scale from 1 to 10, where are you? I stopped doing that and saying that years ago. Let me tell you why. Because if you're not an experienced networker, that can mess you up, especially if you have a jerk who just really wants to be a jerk. And then not only that, if a person says they're at a 7, what do you say after that? Most people don't know what to say after that. So I always lead with a positive question to get a positive response. It's just psychology. Because if I ask you, what did you like best? You're going to tell me what you like best. So it's just a psychology thing. And then it gives you the opportunity, Tammy, to be relational, to say, girl, me too. I just want to be your friend. I really just want to be your friend. It's just like, with a movie. Girl, did you see when I can't think of the lady's name, Angela left Tyreek and went into witness protection program at the gravesite? Did you see that part? Girl, I did. My whole face was in the napkin. Just being relational. That's all. That's all. Lead with a positive question, and you're going to get a positive response. That's why I don't do the 1 to 10 thing, because I know it could jack people up. All right. Now you're on second base. This is where you bring in your third-party expert. And the reason your third-party expert does not have to be a diamond or a double diamond or a crown diamond or an exec 2. Your third-party expert could be somebody who's just knowledgeable. They're making money and they're just knowledgeable about what we're doing. Why do I bring in a third-party expert at this point? Can anybody tell me really quick? Third-party expert. Why is a third-party expert necessary? A third-party expert is necessary because it gives them another voice. It should, and it also shows them not only am I invested, exactly, Ms. Moore, validation. Not only am I invested in all of this, but there's somebody else too. There's another voice. And see, the third-party expert invites them to third base. Not you. Let me say that again. On second base, when you are, the goal on second base is for you to be relational. What did you like best? Blah, 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 blah. Girl, I like blah, 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 me too. The third-party expert invites them to third base. They invite them to Nina Mora. They invite them to TK Walker. They invite them to Jeff Simpson. Not you. Somebody else does that. Let's move on to third base. Remember, all we're doing is dropping breadcrumbs because we want to respect our prospect. We want to give you all the information so you can make an informed, intelligent decision. See, when we try to straight base, take somebody to first base, straight to Nina Mora, it doesn't work. They don't have enough information. That's why they keep telling you no, because you don't want to go through the process. See, one thing about MLM, guys, you can't cheat this. You can't cheat it. You gotta go through it. And the baseball diamond forces you to follow the system. This is just the baseball diamond is not anything new. This is an old system, an old process. It's not new. But it forces you to follow the system because everybody is not as witty as Jamila. Everybody is not charismatic. You know what I'm saying? As Salithia. So it forces you to just follow the system. So when the third-party expert invites them to a live business opportunity that someone is doing, and then they ask for the sale. Now, let's talk about asking for the sale. Let's talk about that. This is my $1 million statement. This concludes the first part of the presentation. The second part is on you. Let me tell you why I say that. Because it puts them in the driver's seat. Then I say, this is when you participate, Nina. This is when I need for you to participate. You either want to make money or save money. I'm only giving them two options. You either want to make money or save money. Doesn't matter with me. It doesn't matter to me one way or the other because I still win. I still made a home run. This concludes after the business. If I'm doing the business opportunity presentation for you, Miss Jazzy, I would say at the end, this concludes the presentation. The second part on the presentation is on you, Tammy. This is where you get to participate. You either want to make money or save money. They've been around the baseball diamond. So they have all the information about the product. They have all the information about the comp plan. They have all the information about the business opportunity. They have all the information. Either you want to make money or save money. I've done my part. Now it's time for your part. That puts them in the driver's seat. It makes them dial in. And 9 times out of 10, they always choose one or the other. Right? One or the other. Now, see, here's the thing. I want to talk about some language that we all use. If this is a phone call, they've gone around the baseball diamond. Now you want to put them on the phone with TK Walker for a business opportunity, because you can do a business opportunity over the phone, or Zoom or whatever. We use language like, okay, now it's time to close the prospect. First of all, before I get into the language of closing, let me just say this. At third base, when your expert is done with the business opportunity and they've asked them about either you want to make some money or save some money, or this concludes my part, now it's on you. TK is not selling them anymore. They've been sold from first base to second base. She's not selling anymore. Now it's time for her, for lack of a better word, and I'm going to change that word, it's time for her now to close, period. Here's what I mean about I don't like using the word close. This is what closing reminds me of. It reminds me of files. I have a file with Tammy Durden's name on it because she came in here looking at a car. I have a file with Lewis Kirkland's name on it because he came here to buy some furniture. We don't close anybody. Closing means to me that I just want a result and I'm done with you. We open relationships. We open relationships. See, closing is about the result. Opening is about the relationship. Ooh, okay, Lisa. So somebody need to write that down. Closing is about the result. Right, Jamila? It seems like the end. And that's not what we do in direct sales. This is about relationships. So we don't close anything. We open relationships. See, closing is about the result. All you want is the result. All you want is that $30. No. Opening is about the relationships, because guess what, Tammy? Even if you don't join me, Tidra, I am still your friend. I'm still liking it. I'm still liking and commenting and loving your stuff, your stuff on Facebook, Rosalind. It's about relationships. We don't close anything. We don't close anything. We open relationships. That's what we do here in Tava. And it ain't no closing. Regardless if they say yes or no, it's an open relationship. See, furniture stores and some cars, when they close that relationship, they done with you. They don't care. They done. They got their little commission and done. It's not like that here. Do you know how many people told me no, but now they're my customers and they buy every single month, all 3 products? Because I did not close the file, Shelly. I didn't close the relationship. I kept it open. That's what we do here. It's about relationships. It's about giving people enough information to make an informed, intelligent decision. The reason why we get so many no's, because we want a straight base. We want to take them from first to third. That's not fair. Give the people the information. Let them know how fire this company is. Let them know. But we so trying to get there. No. No, it doesn't work that way. Then you get upset and mad and say it doesn't work. And it does work. You just wanted to skip the steps in the system. That's why I like the baseball diamond, because it forces you to do things systematic in the right way. It forces you to do it. It forces you to follow up, which I already know from research. Most people don't follow up because of fear. Most people don't follow up because you send the video and you send the stuff out, and you don't even ask when can we talk again. You don't even ask. You just send it out, and then you scared to call them. No. First base, I am forcing you to follow up. I'm forcing you to right then and there. If I send you this video, will you watch it? They got to say yes or no. If they say no, move on. Okay, thank you. Do you mind if, I keep you in my tickler file and maybe I'll follow up with you in maybe 90 days? Whatever your number of months that you want to follow up. They say no, move on. But most people say yes. They say yes because you're letting them drive the bus. If I send you this video, will you watch and can we talk about it? Yes. Great. Can I call you before lunch or after lunch? Can I call you before dinner or after dinner? Can I call you today or tomorrow? Only give them 2. You call them, they tell you, they bring, hello. Hey, what did you like best? What stood out to you? Oh, girl, what I liked best was the baseball diamond. Girl, me too. Girl, me. And then you tell your quick story. We ain't doing, remember, Shelley, we ain't doing no presentation. We're not acting like Dr. Bramwell. We're just giving them a 60-second personal story on why we're here. And then we say, listen, I have a young lady who knows all the facts, loves helping people. I would love for you to meet her. That's your third-party expert. The third-party expert gets on the line. You edify. Y'all already know how to do all this. You edify your third-party expert. You go on mute. And you let the third-party expert invite them to the live presentations that Nina Moore, Dr. Bramwell, and Tony Fleming does. Y'all know what I mean. Or whatever live presentation your teams are doing, and you go there with them. You get an expert to say, hello, this is blah, 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 blah. I've done my part. Now the second part of the presentation is on you. Do you want to make money or would you like to save money? That's it. That's all. That really is. That's it. That's all. My time is up. I love training on the baseball diamond because there's a lot of theory behind first, second, and third. But please remember, your success is going to come from home base to first base. That really is. That's it. That's all, Mr. Fleming. You guys have a great Saturday.
All right, we're going to bring everybody back up. Leader there? Okay. Great information, folks. Great information. Now, our goal, again, is to keep this within an hour. And I went 13 minutes. Ms. Moore went 27 minutes. I think Lisa went 2 hours. But no, she went about 45 minutes. We got to keep this within an hour.
We got to.
Look at her like she didn't know that. I'm texting her like, hey, she like me. But you know what? I think what we're going to do, we're going to make this an hour and a half. So if we can do that, the company says it's okay. So we go from 11 Eastern to 12:30. But now you can't go over 12:30 now. We got to stay within the hour and a half.
You can keep it an hour, Mr. Fleming. I'm so sorry. I should have had a timer. I'm sorry. I should have had a timer.
And I'll take mine. My bad, Lisa. I went over.
No, I mean, I think that's why I said we need to move it. We can go an hour and a half if everybody in the chat approves that. I think the company don't have a problem with that. But because the training was good, it's just that, you know, how people timed. I want to kind of keep it, you know, in line. But if we go,
set a timer for 20
we go
minutes.
from. Would you think an hour and a half is okay?
Look, Nina, he ain't gonna invite me back. He might invite you back. He ain't gonna invite me back.
I think what happens is sometimes an hour, it'll just be an hour. And I mean, the weeks that I think it was needed, TK just said it in the chat, it was needed. So
right. You're right.
It's the top of the year.
Okay.
And I think because it's the top of the year, we're trying to make sure that people get the year off to a good start. And it's once a week. It's Saturday.
You're right.
So I mean,
so
I don't see nobody mad. Guess
ain't
what?
Nobody mad. Nobody. Jasmine, ain't nobody mad. But we'll go. We'll put it this way. Our max will be an hour and a half. Sometimes we will finish in an hour. Let's put it that way. So we'll give them room to keep flowing like Miss Horsley was. She was flowing. I didn't want to, I didn't want her to stop, but I wanted her to stop. But I didn't.
I'm surprised you didn't come in and just.
Well, hey, if I was handling if I was handling the controls like Dr. Nicole, y'all got to give her a great job too, because she's versatile. She's our StreamYard expert, I would have turned the music on, but
She was good. She was very good.
Yeah.
Lisa, it was good.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. And speaking of StreamYard expert, we need 2 or 3 backups that can come off the bench just in case Dr. Nicole is busy or somebody. But it's got to be some experts who know about StreamYard. Don't just say I can do it. But if you know what you're doing, you know, give us a text or give us a call or something and say, hey, I can be a backup person just in case Dr. Nicole can't do it. We got another lady already, I think, Faith, and you know, we need about 5 people who really can do StreamYard that we comfortable with, that can, just in case Dr. Nicole is busy. All right. So let's go with our questions now. Last week, the competition is this. We got a week, 4 weeks. This is the second week. And I told you, whoever has the most points gets one of Fleming's fashions, which is, now this is not the company stuff, this is mine. So you get the Tava here, you get that on the back, or you can have the one like Nina has with the arc on the front and Tava on the back. One or the other. You can get that one. You get it in black like this, which is the front on the front, and then you know Tava's on the back, and you got it on the sleeve too right here. We represent. Or if you're extra large, I got 4 of these rain ones, like a rain jacket with Tava. And you know, it's pretty nice there. And I saw this, and I didn't see this one. This is the first time this is extra large though. You can't, your extra large is great. It's pretty nice. So, all right, and so we got the points. James Key has 5 points, and Sonia has 10 points. So that's where we are so far. No, yeah, Sonia Wilson has 10 points. All right. Now let me say this too. I have to apologize. Nina, I have to apologize to y'all that the way it comes in is kind of slow. So, you know, I went back and I saw somebody had gave the answer last week before the other person. It's nothing we could do. I'm sorry, I really don't know how to do that. So we got to go with what we see first. Now I might give some, you know, I don't know, little extra stuff at the event if you come into the event that if you had to answer before somebody else, but I don't know.
I had to answer last week, but I just didn't say nothing.
Yeah, okay, but all we can do is look at what we see and give that answer. That's the only thing we can do. So we can't do anything else. So, all right, here's my question, and then Nina has a question, and Lisa has a question. Mine is this. All right, so. How long? No, what's the question I want to say? That first impression, 93% of what the Harvard study says sticks with you. After how long? How long will that stick with you? I mean, it turns into that 93%.
Oh, we can't answer.
No, you can't. Let's look at the feed and see who gives the answer. I got Jazzy. Yeah, y'all see Jazzy?
She said 4 minutes.
That's the answer.
That's the answer, and she's the first person that said 4 minutes.
That's the first person we see, folks. I know y'all might say I did it. I don't see anybody else.
At it. Jazzy was the first person that said 4 minutes.
Right.
Jackie Jones came right after her with 4 minutes. Right.
So Jazzy get 5 points. My counter, y'all take that number down. So Nina, give your question.
Okay. So the binary pays out 10 to 25%. Joining what way with what option will cause you to earn 20% when you join? Dr. Tolliver.
You got it?
$1,200 pack. She is the first person.
All right. Dr. Tolliver, she gets 5 points. All right. My person keeping those. All right, Lisa, what's your question?
On what base do you schedule your follow-up? On what base do you schedule your follow-up?
We need the doom, ding, doom, 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 doom.
On what base do you schedule your follow-up?
The first person was Sandra Hayward.
What's the
Base
answer?
2.
Is base 2?
Sandra Hayward was the first person.
What was the answer?
What's her answer?
2.
That's incorrect.
That's incorrect. Wait a minute. Nikki Doherty said the first base.
That's correct.
All right.
Nikki Doherty is the first person.
All right. So Nikki Doherty gets 5 points. So now we got 2 more weeks of this. So that means Nikki has 5. Dr. Tolliver has 5. Jazzy has 5. Sonia has 10. And James Keys has 5. So y'all keep that. At the end of 4 weeks, whoever has the most points. Really, I did 3. I think it was 3. The top 3 points are the ones who win. All right. So TK Walker says she got it. She said y'all lied.
Oh, she
said she was the first one.
Get him, TK.
Hey.
Oh,
so
she
look.
said the first, but she did say the first, but TK, we can't play.
We can't get none of TK anyway. She got a shit, yeah. You can't win, TK. So
I think Miss TK can win.
Oh, Tony said she can win.
All right, so look.
Oh, Tony, before you go.
Okay.
Can I just say this? Lisa, you really you talked about follow-up. And I just want to, because something happened while we were on the training. Before we started training this morning, I followed up with some people just with the hello. I don't follow up with the, hey, you didn't sign up yet. Hey, I just hello, good morning. How are you? Just to kind of refresh their memory the same way you get messages from Fashion Nova all day long and Bed Bath & Beyond and, hey, your doctor's appointment, your hair appointment, your nail appointment is this week, be there an hour early and all things, right? I followed up and I want to show you, it says a new agent been added to your thing, right? But that is because when I followed up with her, Tony, she immediately said, oh my God, I did not forget. But sometimes something will happen. The phone will ring. The kids will this, the da-da-da. And they're thinking like they get ready to go sign up. But most people won't follow up because they've made a preconceived decision, a notion that the prospect is not interested. Oh, they don't want to sign up. Oh, that you made a decision for them. And what if their blessing is in our follow-up?
Right. They were just busy. Right. Some was on their mind.
Life happens.
Life happens. Yeah. So you have to follow up.
Right now, while we on the training, I followed up and boom, I'm gonna follow up some more today. Let me get this.
All right, before we wrap up, Nina, give us 1 minute on why everybody need to be at this event on the 22nd.
What? Why would you not be? Right? No, listen, the energy in the room, this is the regional that's gonna lead to the bigger event. And honestly, you guys, you never miss an event that you qualify for, because there are gonna be some events that we have that you're not gonna qualify for. And even though, Tony, we've snuck in some rooms that we weren't supposed to be in, Lisa, but I'm just saying, you don't have to sneak. The CEO will be, both CEOs will be here. The chief operating officer, Mr. Harris, will be here. I even heard that Miss Yolanda Harris is planning to be in the building. I mean, wow. No, it's gonna snow. But no, I'm just kidding. That's my girl. But listen, you just never know the testimonies that you might hear, the friendships that you might make. Right, the connections. Because what if you're like, you don't really have a team and you want to come to events, but you're like, I don't have anybody to share a hotel room with. That's how you start forging relationships. They don't have to be in your team. They're one team. All right, you guys. So be there, because we want to hug and love on you. I'm gonna have my mask on though, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna have mine on.
Yeah, we want to hug and love on you guys, but nothing beats the human interaction. All right, back to you.
Lisa, give me a minute.
Well, man, Nina said it all. Again, you never miss an event that you're qualified to attend, ever, ever, ever. And guys, you got to understand something. There's something out here called the Thompson Rule. And the Thompson Rule is 80% of people are truck drivers, jelly makers, teachers, Indian chiefs, right? And then you got 50, and all they want to do is make $250 to $500 a week. That is 80% of the people in our business. That's 80% of the people that we recruit. The other 15% are people that want to match their salary. They want to get to 6 figures and beyond. And then the other 5%ers are the Nina Moras and the Tony Flemings that have influence, and they have people that have followed them over the years. So why am I saying all of that? The majority of people that we talk to, the majority of people that we're piquing interest, the majority of your own business are the 80%ers. Because see, here's what you guys don't understand about MLM. MLM was designed to be part-time. It was never, MLM was never a full-time. I am MLM. It was designed for the busy part-time professional.
Right.
That is most people come on January 22nd to see all of the busy part-time professional 80%ers that's killing this thing and making money.
All right. Last thing. Anybody that's coming from a coal market area to Atlanta. Now now some people, Memphis call themselves coal. It ain't coal in Memphis. Let's think of places that are cold. Philly is cold, right? Milwaukee, cold. Chicago, cold. Cleveland, cold. Alaska, cold. Cold. Detroit,
Washington State,
cold. These are cold market areas that's going to be cold from now to probably April, maybe Detroit. The end of April, maybe. What you think?
No, not in Detroit. It's cold.
Is April? Okay. All right. So I got one thing I'm gonna give y'all. Now, see, my guy who does the Fleming's fashions, he's always coming up with stuff, creative stuff. So he called me and he said, I got something for y'all to check out. He said, who you know in the coal market area? I said, I know a lot of people. So now you got to come from the coal market area to get this one thing. Now, y'all hold on a second. I got to put it on so y'all can see it. It's the only thing I got now, just one. And I'm going to have to make sure that you got to be in a coal area, though. I love that cup, dude. Hold on one second. I got to put it on.
TK said we got to make this a 2-hour show.
Yeah, 3 hours.
No, we're not doing 3 hours. But we're definitely rounding up on 2 hours, TK. Right. Somebody made me this cup and gave it to me for my birthday, y'all. I don't even know where to get these. Robin.
All right, here we go.
Oh, it's on the hood.
That's a hoodie.
That's for a coal market.
Yes.
So you outside, you walking to the bus.
Let me see the back.
Oh, that's you.
Oh, the art. Okay, from the from the side. I like that.
Baby shark. That's what you look
like.
Right.
We out of here. See y'all later.
Gotta top it like style, give life. 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 Big grind from the night to the AM. Big grind. New multi-millionaires in the making. Multi-millionaire. Big boss now, but it all took some patience. Real boss. Rockstar life spread well across the nation. Yeah. Get one chance, you know what I do to it. Whole team get money and I'm used to it. Beat the odds and I'm still going used to it. Changing lives every day, you can YouTube it. Hold up, it's on when it's short. You know I stay down, stuck around for the glow up. And you can ask anybody around, yeah, they know us. We can't stop now, cause the grind is never over. Hey, you gotta top it lifestyle, give life. 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 It go top it lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hater pipe down. Top it lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hater pipe down. Ayy, big grind from the night to the AM. Big grind. New multi-millionaires in the making. Multi-millionaire. Big boss now, but it all took some patience. Real boss. Rockstar life spread well across the nation.